What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tiger Talk. I'm Omar Alvarez, joined by Brian Groth. We bring you the faces behind 4 Days Steak. Today we have a comedian and probably one of the sexiest men alive, Tony Aguilar. What's going on, man?
Dude, that was atrocious. You should not have lied like that to these people. They're gonna look at the posters and be like, "Yo, what is he talking about? Sexy." That button on that suit looked like it was about to tap out any second.
How you been, man? It's been like, I don't know, like a month.
It's been a month. Yeah, man. It's been a crazy one, dude. Honestly, like, let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. I've lost a lot of weight, boys.
Dude, you look
good.
You look good. Your chest looks like you've been doing some push-ups.
Yeah, man. I've been known to do one or two, and that Jenny Craig diet is finally coming through.
So you exercising a lot more, or just eating better? I've been trying to eat better too.
This is a college town. I'm gonna let all these beefy boys out here. Like, everybody's like, it's summertime. It's coming around the corner. Embrace light beers, boys. Get after those seltzers and leave the Bud Heavies on the shelves. Do yourself a favor, man. I'm not even kidding. I cut out, like, I used to drink a bunch of Boulevards. Like, that was my go-to. And I cut those out. Like, you know what? It's time for me to get right.
Right.
And then I cut those out. And then all of a sudden, I can start seeing my toes. Like, okay.
Next step, you can see her. You know what? You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it's been years. I'm ready to see that.
Yeah. So, holy cow. Yeah. I honestly, like, I can't even do. I like light beers. Like, I don't know if you ever been to. Have you been to Chicago? There's like the Kona Island Lager or something like that. It's really light beer. I like light beer.
Dude,
yeah.
Well, see, like, I hate. So, like, I'm Hispanic, and my dad's like super into Budweisers, and he'll come at me completely out of nowhere. He's like, "Why are you drinking? What is that? Michelob? ¿Qué haces, Antonio? Who are you trying to impress? Your boyfriend?" I was like, "Dad, Michelob with prickly pear is delicious. Get out of my face."
Oh, the gold, yeah. Oh no, prickly pears. It comes in. Yeah, okay.
It's like a green and pink bottle.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, dude. That's like a drink that like a Karen will order at the bar. She goes, "Yeah, like, I'm trying to watch my macros, so can you get me a Michelob prickly pear, please?" The beer taste is yucky.
I couldn't. At first, I think the first beer I ever had was a Bud Light. I just could not do beer, and the Bud Light wasn't good. I don't like Bud Light. Coors was okay. At first I just did not like beer, and then I started drinking. I started drinking Michelob. Michelob was like kind of tolerable. And then Corona was like okay, but then I feel like, especially for me, I don't know how it was for you, but like eventually I just started like liking the taste of beer.
Honestly, dude, yeah, like the older you get, the more like refined your palate is. Like, cause I'm about to sound like a degenerate here, but I used to steal beers from my dad when I was like really young, and like all my dad had like Bud Heavies all the time, and I was like, man, this is disgusting. Like, how do you do this to yourself, dude? And now that I get older, I'm like, yeah, I'll have a Guinness. I'll have a real dark Guinness.
You drink Guinness? You actually drink Guinness? Not even part of that Irish bomb thing you were talking about? You actually drink Guinness?
Yeah, dude, I love Guinness, bro. I have like my friend Leighton Kale, like really open. Well, he bullied me. He bullied me into liking other beers because I was like, all I was like, yeah, I'm a Bud Light guy. He goes, grow up, bro. Grow up.
Grow up.
Grow up.
He came at me all sideways. I was like, yeah, man, I'll just have like a Bud Light. And he goes, "Oh, dude, what are you, some kind of child?" I was like, I'm a grown man, bro. If I want a Bud Light, I'll get a Bud Light. He's like, "No, I'll order your beers for you. You sit down." It's like, dude, oh my God, get out of my face. Then he got me onto like wheat beers and stuff. And then I started drinking those Guinnesses with Irish car bombs. I had to inform these young men on what that is. That is a go-to shot. If you want to like establish yourself as a lunatic, go to your breakfast lunch like with your Sunday group, like your Sunday church group, and be like, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I'll have like a water," or some crazy lady's like, "I'll get a mimosa." And then you look at them and like, "Yeah, dude, I'll have like 2 Irish car bombs. Line them up. Let's get it rolling."
Make them curdle before you bring them to me.
Yeah, dude, just go ahead and drop the shot in there and let it sit in the sun. I'll get to that when I can.
Man, I just can't do dark beers. Like I went to in Dodge City. We used to have these things called Final Fridays, or we still do. I'm not COVID, so I don't know. But like you'd go around to different art places and different like Boot Hill and stuff, and they'd have like drinks and whatnot. And you could, I don't know, it's a thing to promote Dodge City as if it's worth something. But they'd have free snacks, and they'd have free alcoholic drinks. And honestly, they didn't even ID anybody. Like if you showed up, you could drink, which was really crazy to me. But I tried an oatmeal stout. Any stout, like Guinness is a stout, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what constitutes a stout versus not a stout, but there was an oatmeal stout. Worst thing I've ever tried in my life. I could not. It was an oatmeal. an oatmeal stout, but there was also like a coffee beer as well that was just disgusting.
Like my rule of like, if you're drinking a beer and you have like a milk mustache afterwards, like don't even bother eating a meal afterwards. Like it's gonna fill your tummy up, man. Like gee whiz. So I used to do another podcast with my friend way back in the day, and we used to just like we would ask people, like, hey, send us like random beers, you know, like send us like a random beer that you don't find, like, you know, just we have to go order this beer somewhere. And this buddy sent us like this idea. It was called like a Buffalo Stout beer, and it was like, I don't know what it was filled with, but it was not. There was no love in that beer. Like whoever made that beer was mad at somebody, and they wanted them to pay the price.
Oh, why?
Because it was it tasted like a war crime. Like it tasted like something should not have had happened to that person when they put it in that can. That's all I can describe it as. Awful. It was horrible. But we drank it on the show. And I like to think I have a pretty tough stomach. Like I've raised a kid. I've done like I helped birth cattle and stuff like that. I've done yucky things. And I put that beer to my mouth and took a drink of it. And I was like, this is it. Like this is the day that my stomach comes completely out of my body. This is disgusting, dude.
See, that's how I feel about IPAs. I can't do IPAs.
Omar, don't make me tell you to grow up right now, bro.
No, man. Don't tell me. Give me that. I can't do IPAs.
Get your boy. Get Omar corrected right now, buddy. Like,
my roommate actually loves IPAs. I just can't, man. It's like I just can't do them.
Have you ever had a Boulevard? Like, really? Have you ever had a Boulevard?
I haven't had a Boulevard. Maybe that's where I need to start.
Yeah, come out to the comedy show and I'll get you a sixer of some Boulevards, man.
Yes.
They're good.
All right. Yes.
They've got like this really, really, really good like summer brew. I don't know what it's called, but it's like it's got like a nice citrus to it. And I just love it, man. There's a place out in Wichita where you can go like do like it's like a wine tour but for like beers, which is like
where now?
It's in Wichita somewhere.
Okay.
And like if you're really, really bougie, you go to wine tours. But if you want to pretend like you're bougie, you go there. And then like
you sample beers.
And like, yeah, man, I'll have that. I'll have that one right there. It looks like what does that pair with? Like a cheeseburger or hot dog? What is that? What is that
Wine and cheese, beer and cheeseburger.
Yeah, dude.
There you go.
I love it, man. So we were out there, and they got to the point where like the lady who kept bringing us like our little pallet of beers was like done with me because I kept smelling them. I was like, yeah, this one's a sultry beer.
He's swirling it around.
Like I'm getting drunk and like spilling it all over me and my friends, and I'm like, yeah, this beer's real sensual. Yeah, this is the kind of beer that you don't take home to mom. And the lady's like, dude, get out of here, please. You're making everybody uncomfortable.
Oh my goodness, Dan, I've never been to like a wine tasting or beer tasting.
Brian, have you ever done anything like that? No.
Well,
how old are you guys?
I'm 22.
23.
Okay, well, I've dated myself, I guess. I feel old. Yikes. Let's move on to something else, huh? I'm just kidding. Nah, dude, I'm trying to take my old lady out on a wine tour.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, I asked her, like, hey, man, like, you know, I can't go on a wine tour by myself, dude. I'm 6'2". I've got tattoos and face scars. If I show up if I show up to a wine tour, it's like, yeah, can I like have a nice like, you know, white wine? And they're like, yeah, you can, but why?
But why?
What brings you here, buddy? It's like, I just want to like go on the wine tour and, you know, enjoy myself. And then like they pull a bunch of people to the side, like, just keep an eye on your purses, okay? Just like do us a favor, keep an eye on your wallets and purses. That guy over there, I mean, he looks friendly, but I mean,
but he's brown.
Yeah. He's brown. He's got too many face scars. Like I feel like one face scar is too many. He's got like 4 of them. So just keep an eye on him, okay? So just watch your things. But it also doesn't help that like I have like a dagger tattooed on my bicep, and like that's like somebody who's like hard, bro. Yeah, bro, I was bred for violence, and instead like I just got that because like I thought it was pretty. It's like, you know, that's really pretty. Like, can I get that on my arm, please?
So that's like the equivalent of getting a barbed wire tattooed on your arm.
It really is, dude. Like I got, but like I'm not gonna bash barbed wire tattoos. Those guys will probably punch you in the math. I just liked it because it was pretty. And I even said that out loud. My tattoo artist is like, it's a weird way to say something, dude. You're a grown man. Why are you calling that pretty? It's like, well, it's gorgeous. Put it on my skin, please.
You know, I thought about getting a tattoo. I thought about getting wings on my back, but I feel like that'd be too generic. I feel like it's like a white girl drinking White Claws. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, Omar, my little brother did that.
Did what?
He got giant angel wings on his back.
I know. That's why it's so generic, man. I'm telling you.
It's just like getting your like last name tattooed on your forearm, bro. Like you gotta avoid the stereotypes when you can.
Are you? Oh my goodness! Speaking of forearm tattoos, my brother has his ex-wife name tattooed on his forearm. Ex-wife, man.
Oh, dude, that is.
You didn't get that covered up yet?
No, he doesn't got that covered up. He wears a sleeve, like one of those performance sleeves, like they say that helps with like carpal tunnel or something like that. Yeah, he has one of those sleeves that he wears, but
and so he's got to fake up a medical diagnosis just to cover that up, huh?
No, you have to do that.
Well, that's why he's wearing that compression thing, right? Like when people ask him, like, "Yo, dude, like, what happened to your arm?" He's like, "Oh, no, dude, real bad, rider's wrist. I gotta keep it tight."
Oh man, I can't. I don't even. I didn't even think about that. Like, yeah, imagine his like boss comes up. Why are you wearing that? I have my ex-wife's name tattooed. No, I got shot.
Got shot.
He's just like that. Too much time on the keyboard's not very ergonomic. I got real bad fingers, man. Gotta keep that thing real compressed. Nah, man, I got some bad tattoos.
What's your worst one? What was your first tattoo?
My first tattoo was a giant shoulder piece that I got done in my mom's in the kitchen.
Mom's bathroom.
No, man, that sounds like really shady. But it was in my mom's kitchen with her ex-boyfriend who was paralyzed and he had real shaky hands. Like he came up to it and he's like,
how paralyzed from the waist down or?
Paralyzed from the waist down, dude. He was like in a really bad wreck and he like had super shaky hands. And I was like 14. I was like, yeah, man, tap me up. I'm ready. So like this dude starts tattooing me. And my mom walks in. She goes, "Oh, dude!" Like you could just see that like she had tried to be a good mom to me, and then I was just an idiot, and it just like went over my head. And she just that level of disappointment. I was like, "God, Mom, I'm sorry, but it's sick though, right?" And she's like, "No, it's not sick. Like that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Enjoy it." And she went about her day.
Oh man, if I were to ever get a tattoo, my mom would hang me.
Oh, dude, Mexican moms don't mess around.
Oh, dude, yeah. Especially my mom's a hardcore Catholic. Like she's a director of religious education, so like every time I'll tell her about, I'll even joke like, "Mom, I got a tattoo of like she's from Chihuahua, but I'll tell her like, Mom, like I'll get a tattoo of Durango with the alacrán." She's like, pensativo. But she's like, si agarras un tatuaje, te cuelgo.
She lets you have it, dude.
Yeah.
My grandma like hates it when I get a tattoo. When she like gets mad, she's like, "Ay, baboso," and then she like goes to, like hit me with something. I'm like, "Grandma, chill. Like, I'm in a gang now. Relax." The boy said it'd be cool, bro. Nah, man, I got that one. I'm finally getting it covered up. That's a $1,200 mistake, dude. Like I had to get that thing.
Kidding.
That's how much it's gonna cost me to get this tattoo covered up.
Oh shoot.
But I you know what? I am kind of a tattoo snob though. Like if I see somebody who's got like a name of somebody, it's like, "Yo, who's that?" And they're like, "Oh, dude, it's me, my ride or die, dude. It's me, my lady." He's like, "How long have you known each other?" Bro, like 6 weeks. Like, nice, dude. You don't make solid decisions at all. I judge a book. I judge a book like
dude,
hardcore.
I do all the time.
Yeah,
and
man.
if you say you don't, you're lying.
Embrace it. You know, like, and that's my favorite thing. Honestly, that's my favorite thing too, because like people judge me super hard, and then they talk to me and they find out like, "Oh man, this guy recycles." This dude carries a Bible around with him. Like, what's going on? I'm like, yeah, dude, I love everything, bro. I love you, and I love everybody I meet, bro. I'm like a golden retriever in human form.
Yeah, man. Holy cow. I didn't judge you at first. See, like, I don't.
Well, hey man, part of the raza, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm just kidding, dude. Like, that's always like that's one of my favorite jokes to make. Is like, yeah, you sometimes you gotta judge a book, right? Sometimes you have to judge a book. And speaking of comedy, dude, I think we're gonna have to like really get into the meat and potatoes of that.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I know you had some comedy nights before, and you have a comedy night coming up here shortly. So when we come back, we'll talk about the comedy nights when we come back.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
And welcome back to the latest installment of Tiger Talk. We have Tony Aguilar. And Tony, well, we had a couple successful comedy nights and hoping for another one. April 24th. Tell us a little bit about that one.
All right, man. We got a bunch of local comics this time around. I got a guy. Oh, I don't know. Okay, let's just go ahead and get right into it, man. The first guy that we're going to have performing is Wade Richard, and he's a musician. And I met Wade at the Paisley Pear Tom, the owner, just was putting something together, and Wade reached out to me and asked me to come out and perform. And I was like, yeah, man, I can come out and tell some stories about how small my wiener is, no problem. I met Wade, and he turned out to be like super influential in what I do. Like I go to him for a lot of advice on what I should do with like bookings and people I should bring on. Him and another guy named Dan Lane. And anyways, so Wade asked me, he's like, hey Tony, like I do parody songs. Would that be something you'd be interested in having on for a show? I said, yes, dude, I'd love that. Be a nice change of pace, dude. Everybody loved Bo Burnham back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. So like go ahead, bring your guitar out and come perform. So Wade's going to open up the night with some music and some good laughs with his parody music. And then after that, we'll have a guy named Ty Jones. Ty is an LGBT member of the community. He's from, gosh dang it, Ty, I'm sorry, Junction City. He's from Junction City. He's one of the first comics I'd ever met, and that was actually like cool to me. Because this is what sucks, bro. Comics act like snobby high school girls. They're all part of cliques, and they're all like, they look down on young comics, and they're just like kind of bullies. And Ty was not that guy.
Instead of building them up, they kind of break them down.
Oh yeah, dude. Ty's got a motto that like he's gonna glow up and bring the boys with him.
Right.
And that's Ty's motto, and I love that man to death, dude. And he's like 5'0". He's pocket sized. I love him. I put him in my backpack and take him to shows with me sometimes. And he'll be coming out, and he'll be doing a solid set. I'm really excited to have him come out. And then we have a local guy here, Jeff Liker. He does like Hayes Has Comedy. He's hosting an open mic this week and next week. I think he's hosting an open mic, and he's been doing comedy for a long time now. And I was finally able to get him where he can come out and perform in his hometown and on a bigger stage. And I'm excited to have Jeff come out. And then our big time comedian is Mike Baldwin out of Kansas City, dude, and he's a showstopper.
Yeah,
that guy is. That guy's my favorite kind of comedian, where like he's dry and his delivery seems like he's bored, but everything he says is hilarious, and you can't even catch your breath because you're laughing so hard. So I'm excited to have Mike come out, and of course I'll be hosting.
Right on.
So yeah, man, I'm excited. Our last show the service was A1.
Good.
We came out and we corrected a lot of issues from the first show, and then I'm gonna be the first one to own up, man. Like. I threw my opener to the Wolves. As a host, like your job is to warm up the crowd, like get people excited, get them going, get them heated. And I was probably a little bit too inebriated before I got on the mic. And I was like bumbling over my words. And I was like, all right, here comes my first comic. And I just brought him out, and the crowd was still cold. And so this poor dude comes out, and he's like trying to get the crowd going and get them energized, and they're just like, dude, we're still trying to figure out that first guy. Like, what's his story, So I'm gonna bring it, and I'm gonna be a little bit better for this next one. But other than that, dude, we're all excited.
Okay, awesome. And I know you mentioned food options. I know that at first, because I know sometimes they have like dinners at the Fox, and so did they do that before comedy night? The first comedy night prior?
So the first comedy night that we did, David had like set it up where certain people like had dinner reservations,
right?
And it's a cool idea in theory, right? But you're relying on other people to be on time and to like respect the schedule set forth by the venue. And unfortunately, some people didn't make it on time, and that put the kitchen behind, which put once that snowball gets rolling, it's just a bigger and bigger thing until it finally hits somebody, and it ended up hitting the service side of things. So David, being the businessman that he is, and a guy that's like all about improvement, redesigned the whole menu for these comedy nights. And so the second show that we did, dude, everything, drinks were flying out, appetizers were coming out quick and quick, fast, and in a hurry, and people left really happy.
Okay,
so it was a good time.
Yeah, awesome. I know you mentioned you said appetizers you're gonna have, and then drinks. What appetizers, what drinks you going to have? What's popular, man? This next time I come out for the comedy night, I'm going to take my girlfriend. So, yeah. Yeah,
dude, dates are necessary for these types of things, man. It's like finger food, dude. And they had nachos, pizza, that sort of thing. I think they had like pretzels and stuff.
Yeah.
And so, but the drinks were the big hot point, dude. We had like a $3 beer thing. We had at the corner of the room. So $3, you got yourself a pounder, and you're ready to go. And then, of course, they had the bar staff upstairs and then the bar staff downstairs, and they were making wells and sodas, and you just got your choice of pounders. So, really streamlined everything and made the process, like I said, dude, a million times faster.
So, do you when did tickets go for sale? When did?
Yeah, tickets have been on sale for like a week now,
Right.
so they're flying. So I'm telling everybody now, follow the Mixtape of Awful comedy page on Facebook, follow the Fox, get on Eventbrite and buy them now. $10 online, $15 at the door. So
Right.
just take advantage of that while you can, because everybody thinks like, oh man, I'll just get my tickets at the door. Well, we had to turn people away these last few shows. You know, like
No kidding.
yeah, people are excited, man. Hayes finally has something.
Right, and it's good, especially because it's local. You know what I'm saying? And then, especially when people, I think a lot of people get behind the fact, like locals like you coming in. I mean, you're trying to help these people make a name for themselves. Then, I mean, it's just something to do in Hayes because I think our downtown's pretty awesome. We got the pair down there. We got a locally owned businesses, majority of them by the profits.
So we just got the Bird scooters that just came in about a week ago.
Oh yeah, I was
growing.
I was so
growing.
upset about that. So 3 months ago, I put in a request to get Bird scooters here. You have to put in a request to Bird, and then I guess they can approve or deny. It didn't get approved or denied, but like 3 months ago, I put in a request and never heard back from them. So I could have been making that money.
Oh, you could have, dude.
Yeah.
Who do we need to talk to?
I
Bro, I'm a Karen. I'll go full Karen.
Dude, I was so upset because that's money, man. Like, don't get me wrong.
I was like, I don't know who owns it, but
Yeah, they're making a killing.
They're
I mean,
making a killing.
it's $1 to start it, and then like 29 cents
But you
per
can-
minute to ride it. But then also,
there's a deposit sometimes.
what's that now?
A $3 deposit. Like it charges me a $3 deposit on
What the
mine.
heck?
Yeah.
I've literally never been on one. Like I told my girlfriend, I was like, hey, like I need somebody to come with me on this because I feel like, honestly, I feel like it would just be really it'd be kind of sad to see a grown man just by himself, like smiling and having a lot of fun on a scooter, but nobody's there with him. It's just him. So I was like, babe, you really need to come with me on this one because like I need someone to like help absorb the awkwardness of the scooter ride. But yeah, no, dude, those Bird scooters are lit. Like right by my dealership. Well, this will lead into a little segue too. So Robert Broden's going to be getting tickets for people. So we're going to be putting forth some money. We're going to get some tickets. I think we're going to treat some people here in town, like some first responders, just like we had another place in town do that for the last show. So
Okay.
we're gonna help out, get some tickets for some first responders, get everybody taken care of, and we'll work it out that way. So that way, like people who are dealing with the legwork of this COVID crisis that the world's been experiencing, we're going to take care of them. Those people
Right.
deserve it. So we've had some local businesses in the past do that.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take care of them this time around, and we want people to know that, hey, we appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Right.
You know, and come out and have some good laughs on us. So, but with that said, man, those Bird scooters come zipping down the dealership, and I get real jealous. I'm like, man, look how free they are.
Yeah, it's so fun. I can't even imagine. I don't know if they shut down after a certain time, but can you imagine after the comedy club or after the comedy night if
They do.
somebody's having?
I think they
somebody had,
take them out like at 12 to like 4 a.m. so they can charge them because I don't
Yeah.
know. I think it's a bad idea for drunk college students.
Yeah, you can get a DUI.
I don't
on
think.
those. You can.
You
Yeah.
can. You can.
What?
Yeah,
Yep.
dude. Be careful.
You can't. You have to obey like bike laws, so you can't be like drinking and driving. You have to stay in the bike lane. You can't be on the sidewalks. All this crap.
What?
You gotta wear a helmet, but
That's like one of those things that are like, well, yeah, like do that, but
I'll
also,
ride those on the sidewalks, man. I don't care.
some of the like the brick roads down Main Street. I mean, that's when I ride like on the sidewalk because it's smoother.
Mm-hmm.
But like when there's actual bike lane, then I'll go down the actual bike lane.
Yeah, no, I just ride them wherever the heck I want. Like I go to whenever I go to Denver, or Kansas City, or Wichita, and I ride those scooters. Yeah, I go wherever the heck I want.
Yeah, dude, no rules, Omar. I love that. Bro.
Yeah, I mean, like it's a scooter, and
And what's that one movie where like they were like bikers across America, and there's like these two bad dudes that were just like living their lives. That's Omar on those Bird scooters.
Wild Hogs? What no?
No, that was
No,
the
not-
dad version of this movie.
Okay.
Like these boys were like just a bunch of cocaine cowboys on their bikes,
Oh.
just living their lives, and Omar's doing that with these scooters. They're like, "Hey man, you can't be on that sidewalk," and Omar's like, "Hey man, this country's free, ain't it?"
hey
And
man, take a look at these.
we let them fly around here, baby.
Yeah, man, I can't even imagine how
Can you imagine how embarrassing that is to get a DUI
on a
Bird
scooter. Oh, my
I mean, those
goodness.
things go 15, and I'm topping out sometimes at like 20 on a good street.
Well, you
Good
are
run.
you are a smaller guy, Brian.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like a big dude like me trying to like down there and like, yo, watch out, big man, going a whole 5 miles an hour down the street.
I've seen some big dudes on there. Like, I swear the metal is like shooting.
I'm pretty sure there's a weight limit.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude,
I'm
that's
pretty sure there is.
That's the big reason behind this new weight loss goal, bros. I want to ride them scooters. Dude.
I want to yeet down a man. That's why.
Eat down Main Street.
Man, I felt. So I have a motorcycle. Are you into bikes at all? Motorcycles at all?
Yes, dude, I love them.
Yeah, I got a motorcycle last year and I just love it. The only problem, like I want to start riding it. It was so complicated. So I bought it from a buddy of mine. He's like, yeah, dude, like it's a 2004 Kawasaki Vulcan VN 800. Got it for $1,500. Kelly Blue Book had it at like $3,300. So I was like, yeah, dude, it's a steal. I just paid him cash because the dad just wanted to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Brought it up, whatever. Had to. I wonder if can I get sued on this if I say so. Anyway, I don't care.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So he has a title in the original owner's name. Like his dad didn't even own it. So I had to improvise a signature to switch the title over. I had to get a VIN inspection. I had to try to get a VIN inspection last summer. Problem was I worked at a dentist office. I drove from Dodge City to Liberal and back every single day to work at a dentist office because there was 2 offices and I was like the designated driver basically. So I'd work there I'd get up like at 6:30, get there at 7, and then drive to Liberal, come back. But in Dodge, they only did VIN inspections 1 time a week, and that was like on Monday from like 12 to 2. So you can't get, like it was an out-of-state bike, so you can't get it. You can't get your plates out without a VIN inspection, so I couldn't get the plates out without a VIN inspection. I couldn't get the freaking VIN inspection because I was never there because I was in Liberal the whole freaking time. So then it just sat in my parents' garage for a while because then I went to school and it was winter. It was like fall. It was cold. I wasn't going to ride it. So now I finally brought it up here, and then I just don't have any time. And then on top of that, I can't even – well, I used to be – I replaced the battery. And then now all of a sudden, like I try cutting it on and it just won't turn over, and it's making me so mad. And I'm probably going to – and I can't take it to dirt floors because I can't freaking ride the dang thing. And I can't ride it because I don't got the plates. And I can't get the plates because I don't got the VIN inspection.
So complicated.
Rant over.
That was a lot. Hey, we can hug it out after this, man.
We can hug it out.
Do you know a lot about bikes?
I know that I whiskey throttled one time, and then I was really embarrassed because it was a really tiny bike, dude. It was like I think it was like a 250cc bike. It was like itty bitty, and I whiskey throttled that bad boy. And then I like in the middle of like me like squirreling out on this bike, it's like, oh wait a second, I'm a really big dude. So I like let off the throttle and everything and just stood up, and the bike came off the ground with me. And I was just like, oh
man,
oh, so embarrassing, dude. I looked like one of those like a stooge or something. It was like, and people like kids were pointing and laughing. I'm like, Dad, look at that guy. And the dad's just like, can you imagine? I was like, oh, bro, believe it or not, this is not the most embarrassing thing I've done yet today. So yeah, man, I'm really into it. I want to buy my own bike soon, but I just bought a new car, so I'm just I'm kind of doing that. So I'm like just enjoying that thing. Like I got it this last weekend, already put 3,000 miles on it.
No kidding.
Yeah,
that's a
man.
lot.
Where'd you go?
Well, I took the old lady and the kiddos out to like an exotic bed and breakfast down in Nickerson, Kansas, and then the Cosmosphere and stuff. And then
the Cosmosphere is fun.
Yeah.
Dude, I loved it. Kids hated it. The old lady was miserable, but I'm like looking around like, oh, spaceship. And
that's in Hudson, right?
Yeah, that's in Hutch.
Okay,
I'm like geeking out. I'm like, look, astronauts. And she's like, yes, the kids are hungry. I was like, but look, rockets. And she's like, just, okay, can you hurry, please? Because I like you, but that is getting smaller by the minute. I was like, fair enough. We'll get out of here.
Have you ever been to the salt mines?
No, dude, I want to go.
The underground salt
mines are so awesome, man. They have a lot of cool stuff down there. Like they have their own little like memorabilia place. They have like a Wonka bar. They have gloves signed by Muhammad Ali, I think. It's pretty cool. On top of like the salt mines down there.
How do you get Muhammad Ali's boxing gloves down in the salt mines? Like, how does that?
Honestly,
what's the story behind that? I'd like to know that.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, man, that'd be kind of wild because like, Yeah, man. There's a lot of questions. We're gonna have to touch base on that. We're gonna have to come back and figure this out together.
Yes, we'll for the next comedy night.
There's got a lot coming up, man. We've got. So last time I had an absolute killer named Monisha Williams. In May, she's bringing an all-female crew. So we're gonna have females welcome next May.
That's a ladies' night.
Ladies' night.
That'd be a hit, I think. That'd be a hit,
dude. Let's get
for the ladies and also for the single men.
Yeah. Dude, thirst traps. Come on out. Come on out. Bring all your thirsty boys. Thirst traps, you're welcome. Ladies, it's going to be a great show. And then in June, Bryce Stanley's coming back. Bryce Stanley's coming back, and he's bringing some more killers with him. Dude, we're booked up. I've got musicians lined up.
Okay.
I'm talking to the late night special band, get them out here.
Mm-hmm.
My son's uncle's in a band. We're going to have him perform on Halloween night.
Okay.
So, dude, we got big things coming to Hays, Kansas. So be there or be square.
Heck yeah, man. Looking forward to the next comedy night. Appreciate having you on, Tony.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.